All right, camera. Okay. All right, everyone. Well, welcome to today's edition of Leadership Live Stream, and our time where we come together, just hearing about um, the mission of not only the church but also of our various ministries, and we're going to take some time and to unpack some things. So today, we Terry. Oh, let me take that off. There we go. Mr. Rondell Terry, who is here, and he is going to be representing the men's ministry. And we'll just have a talk about ministry and other things as we get going. And so, sorry for the delay. I was actually pushing it, getting here from work today. So, but we're here. We made it in time and ready to have a good conversation. So let's get started. Let's do this before we get Rondell talking. Let's see who we've got out there. If anybody, we got anybody out in the streaming world? Let's treat this like a Wednesday night. Let's chat it up for a second. Say hello, good evening. Let us know you're out there. Shout us out. We'll shout you out, and note if you're there, so that we can hear from you guys. So anybody out there? I'm checking. Let's see. In the world of Facebook, I'm gonna drop a line. Hello, hello. Let me drop a line on YouTube as well. Hello, hello. And I see the numbers. I know what happens a lot of times. There's people watching who aren't able to chat. So whenever you all get an opportunity, go ahead and throw a line and say good evening as we get started. Cool. All right. Well, brother, won't you go ahead and for those of y'all, because I guess you're not new, but just kind of introduce yourself. Tell us about you and ministry, and just brief intro to Rondell.
All right. So I'm Minister Rondell Terry. I've been in ministry now probably going on about 5 years. But the more I understand ministry, I'm understanding I've probably been in ministry a lot longer. So I just been growing over the past 5 years and just enjoying being in ministry and enjoying serving. Honestly, father of 6 children and of a blended family, married to Minister Adia Terry. Been married going on 4 years now, so enjoying that. So really just overall just enjoying life, man, and meeting up with you all, and just really just excited about growing. Um, been growing a lot, but excited about what's to come.
Indeed, cool, cool. Well, we're certainly glad to have you guys here and on the team. You guys have been a blessing, and yeah, just excited to partner in ministry with you all moving forward. I'm slowly behind, so I'm adding some of the things that I normally would already have up. So make sure that we've got our text feature up, text line, in case somebody wants to be able to ask some questions. Um, got that up there so that people will be able to engage. And there we go, the chat line. I'm sorry, yeah, the chat boards are jumping a little bit, so people are with us. So awesome, awesome. So um, over a little over a month or so ago, well, I guess 2 months ago now, we, as the leadership, we gathered together in the church, and we took a day to pause, to plan and pray about what we want the future to look like, and especially in our particular ministries, in the life of the church. And we shared our aspirations as we are um, um, setting our goals, which we are in the midst of our fast now. By the way, let me throw this in. I don't know what happened this afternoon. I did think I was streaming live a devotion. So when I went back to try to look at it because I had a couple of meetings just to take a look and make sure everything was okay. I noticed that it wasn't on Facebook or YouTube, so I don't know what happened. But I sat in our conference room and actually did a whole 15-minute deal. And I actually talked about silence and solitude. I had a wonderful quote by Mother Teresa. It was good. So I just may have to do a do over tomorrow, but I'm sorry that that happened. I don't know why, but I was there. I did show up. I wasn't a no show, no call, no show. Because people get fired for no call, no shows, and I'm not trying to get fired. So,
Yeah.
so that was the case. I apologize for any confusion there. But anyway, we came together and set goals for the church and for the ministry, and then we asked every ministry to come together and to set their own goals. So, Rhonda, why don't you tell us about the goals for this year for the men's ministry? What's going on with the brothers?
Really, man, just to try to let me see how I can put this. So, number one, and I'm not gonna say number one. These are not actually in order of importance or anything, but I think um, maybe even doing some increasing in volunteer activity,
Hmm.
whether that's with in reach with another ministry, or even if it's visiting the sick or whatever, to being able to help in that capacity. Just gives us opportunity, even if it's coming to the church to do something at the church, or whatnot, a project or whatnot, helping the deacons out with some of the things that they have going on. Just gives us opportunity, really, man, to crack some jokes. You know how we are.
Hmm.
We have fun with it, and give us opportunity just to fellowship in a different way, different capacity. And so we're kind of trying to focus on that, but of course not leaning too far away from the Word of God. So of course we're always looking for other ways to looking at some more engaging topics.
Yeah.
This year, me and Brother Rick, we're looking at some different topics, and really just sitting back asking ourselves, what are some of those things that men really want to talk about, want to discuss. And so we put out a survey, and we're going to continue putting out surveys throughout the year. So as things change, maybe we're not hitting the bigger population of men in the church, and just really want to make sure we're uh, giving them what they need, man.
Okay.
Giving them that space, to be vulnerable. And we've had some meetings where it's a lot of laughter, and then we have some meetings, may have some tears,
Yeah.
but we've been able to handle it accordingly, and just really show love, man, and create that space for men to thrive, man, and to get that understanding that they need.
Great. Great.
Another goal was even going out and supporting other men that may have small children or whatever, and maybe going out to their games, whether it's basketball, football, or whatever. And that gives us, again, men, man, we love to have fun.
Hmm.
But that will give us a chance to kind of connect with not just them, but also connect, with their children as well. Because we noticed this year we didn't have a lot of the younger men
Hmm.
in the church, and so we do want to invite them and try to find ways to invite them more to come, because some of the topics are about, going to be about father and son and that relationship. What does that look like?
Yeah.
Um, and try to open the floor on that.
Hmm.
Oh, I got a couple more.
Okay.
Um, so we also trying to plan annual men's retreat. I know you and I talked about that,
Yeah.
and I talked to Brother Rick about that. Looking at doing a retreat this year, and it don't have to be like a super big thing, but just some time that we can get away.
Hmm.
Even if it's for a day or two, and whether it's a conference or whether it's just just a retreat where we just kind of just really relaxing, man, and enjoying each other's company. And then the last one was putting on our first men's service,
Hmm.
which I'm excited about. Last year, I had
Yeah.
some men say, "We're gonna start a choir, man. We're gonna, do a service." So I think we tabled that last year, but I think they may be excited about doing that this year.
That'd be
So that's
awesome.
kind of
Yeah.
where we at right now.
Awesome, awesome. Well,
Yeah.
definitely looking forward to all of that. Can't wait to put that date on the calendar to have a men's service and have a great time. I did want to think going back to the first one about about serving. I actually I threw you guys out there Tuesday as for something that I think that the men should do. So um, what's the term I'm looking for? I volunteered you guys
Okay.
for a serving event. Let's see if I still have the flyer up here. Let me see, what did I do with it? Where'd it go? Um, all right. Well, it's not there. Anyway, the youth they're having in March, at the end of March, they're having they're calling it I was going to call it cutting it up, but shop talk. Shop Talk, and it's an event. Hold on, I'm going to pull it up. It's an event where we're going to have barbers coming, and just going to have some real conversation with the young men. And so I just recommended that, hey, can the men help kind of lead that? And Chanson was like, yeah. I was like, cool, they'll do it. And so I just yeah, that. So you guys, y'all got an event coming up, man. I'm happy for y'all. It's gonna
Sounds
be
good.
good. It's gonna be good. So I already got one barber confirmed, and so he'll be there. But here we go. I'll drop the picture so everybody can see it again. I know you can't see it, but yeah. So this is Shop Talk. It's Monday, March 24th, and at 7 p.m. And so it's going to be a good time. We'll have I'm gonna try to have at least two barbers there, and maybe not full on cuts. Maybe come get your line up, and all that or something. For those of us who have lines, by the way, and have a good time, man. So we're looking forward to that. It's something that I thought would be pretty good for the men's ministry to actually partner with the youth ministry and kind of leading that. So you guys are welcome for that. By the way, you're welcome being
Thank you, sir.
volunteer
Thank you,
for
sir.
that.
We
Hey,
appreciate that.
what can
That
I say?
voluntold and
What can I say? It's all good. So, but I love that. What I love about the goals that you guys have is the intentionality of the togetherness of it all. Every goal that you guys seem to have are one where community can be deepened. But the ministry of presence, that serving one another, and then getting into the word in a communal form. It's all about togetherness and us reaching up. And I think just in the world that we live in, it's very good for us to create as many platforms as possible where men are able to get together and have just real conversations, and really connecting to one another. And so I think it's a beautiful thing. So thank you guys for coming up with that and doing so. So yeah. Anything else that comes to mind about what you guys got going on?
Just kind of piggybacking off of what you were saying about about us coming together and just in like studying like why do men need community and
Hmm.
just looking at some of the things that talks about isolation, like a lot of men, especially like our different age groups or whatever, a lot of men become kind of isolated,
Yeah,
you know um and a lot of times that causes you know unnecessary anxiety because you're not talking to anybody about some of the things that you're going through. I
absolutely.
know I've talked to several men. I'll call them during the week, ask them if they need prayer or whatever, and after doing that a few weeks or so, men begin to kind of open up because they know they got that safe space.
Yeah,
And then we can just kind of work through that thing together, man. And a problem that may seem big, trying to do it on your own becomes a smaller problem that we can kind of share the burden.
absolutely, absolutely. That's dope. That's dope. Um, okay, I've done something weird now, where coming in here and halfway doing things, I have somehow messed up our camera view, and so The people can see you, but not me. And so we'll figure it out. Things will be cool. All right. So add to the right again. Me to the left. There we go. All right, we're getting it. Y'all are just witnessing just a whole lot of on the cuff trying to figure it out. My phone camera. All right.
Technology.
Yeah, listen, and it's not playing right. Let a brother be running behind, and it's doing everything it can to mess up. So let me ask you this question, since they can see you, as I'm trying to figure out my technology
It's
issues.
it's back.
Uh,
It's back on. It looks
huh?
like it's back on. It's back on. It's like it's turned the opposite way though.
Oh, okay. No, no, I pulled it off. We just got you. I'll get to
Okay,
it. Let me ask you another
gotcha.
question as I'm working out my issues over here. One of
All
the
right.
things though that I value about you guys coming is the manner in which you serve. You do a great job in prepping and preparation and just not getting up. You know, kind of shooting off the cuff. Where'd that come from? Where'd your understanding as far as ministry coming from? Just being prepared. Um, how was
Um,
that developed?
I've always felt like, you know, and I was always taught that, to be ready, so you don't have to get ready.
Right.
But I was always taught to be my mom. She owned her own business. My dad, he was a salesman. He was always thinking of different tactics, different ways to sell. My mom was thinking of different hairstyles to do, and just trying to stay, abreast of things. And so I guess I just kind of picked that up along the way. Um, but in ministry, I feel like, if you don't put in any time, and what it is you're trying to do, you haven't even written down a plan or anything, that um, you're not giving God anything to work with.
Yeah.
And so I always try to give God something to work with, honestly.
No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. I love that, and I think that's one of the things sometimes that's missed is I think that there was for the longest this idea that that planning and preparation will kind of almost cut God out. And I think that was kind of a myth that had gone around in church circles for years. That no, you're not cutting God out. Like you said, you're giving God something to work with. So certainly appreciate you in doing so and kind of helping to bring that flavor to the ministry and to the church. So I appreciate you there, sir. Um, all right.
Now,
Let me
now,
try
now,
this.
sometime you can overly plan though. Uh, Sometimes you can overly plan and not give God enough space, and so I'm guilty of that too.
Yeah.
uh, and so brother Rick, he really helps me. I think we harmonize in that way, because he like, man, we can be kind of loose in this area,
Hmm.
and I think sometimes it takes that and understanding your audience, uh knowing how to read the room. And so he likes me being organized, and I like the fact that he knows how to kind of be loose. And so I
Yeah.
think we kind of josh in that way. I think we work in that way pretty well.
Well, that's dope. That's dope. Well, I love it. You guys definitely have kind of a yin and a yang type thing going there. So uh, I appreciate y'all efforts. There we go. I'm back. In doing so, and y'all forgive me again. We're looking raggedy, but finally getting it back together here. Uh, you know. This is absolutely terrible. The problem is, y'all don't know how bad I feel about actually having to do all this as we go forward. So, all right, man. Well, listen, I'm going to let you have the last word. While you do so, I'm going to bring one of your partners in crime up out of the green room as she's next on the screen. There's Freda. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello. All right, well, Rondell, any last words? Before we go, I want to make sure she wasn't just sitting out there.
Oh no, no, not really. Just I just want to just continue to um, invite all the men, young men, older men, just to really engage. It's really iron sharpening iron, so there's no judgment. And we're constantly learning. Even though
Yeah.
we're there as facilitators, but we're constantly learning from you all too as well. And just really just appreciate you, Pastor Jamel, for entrusting me with the men's group, and it's been a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to this year, honestly.
Cool, cool. All right,
All
sir.
right.
Well, thank you so much,
Yes,
and
sir.
thank you for helping me be the buffer while I worked out my technology issues too. I
Yes, sir.
appreciate
Y'all
it.
have a good evening.
I appreciate it. All right, you too. Talk to you later.
All right. Goodbye.
All right. So next we have here um, Sister Frida Robinson Sheard,
That would be
and we got
me.
a couple of ministries to talk about today. She helps to lead both outreach, and you look like you're confused.
You said a couple.
Well, you do outreach and the celebration ministry, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not a couple. Was
Yeah.
okay? I didn't know if I was
I just
wrong.
kind of, combined it all together.
Got you. Well, they're not, so we're gonna look at them kind of in an individual basis, all right,
All right.
and see kind of how they are. There's no hard questions that's about to happen. This is all stuff that you came up with, so you and the team. So we're just gonna run through them real quickly. So just real quick, maybe somebody watching don't know you. They see you, but they don't know you because you do a lot of singing. Rarely do you talk, and so introduce yourself for maybe somebody who don't know you.
Well, I am Frida Robinson Sheard. I am um, a mother, a daughter, a wife. Um, that's me.
That's you. All right. That's not complicated. All right. Well,
Not at
cool.
all.
Not at all. Not at all. Well, it's good for them to know they people see you on stage just about every week, but just in case, everybody says hello. They're all saying hello, hello. So
Hi,
awesome.
everybody. Can't see y'all. I want to see them.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see them on Sunday. There you go. There you go. All right. So let's start. Let's start with outreach.
Okay.
All right. So again, this is going back to December 7th at our leadership training. Let's talk about some of our goals for outreach this year. What we have in mind?
So for outreach, we kind of just want to do them bigger,
Okay.
um, and better.
Yeah.
And when I say better, I mean just a little bit more organized.
Hmm.
Um, Having things, in place. I know one of the things that we talked about was like the registration table and,
Hmm.
things of that nature.
Hmm.
Want to get out and do things a little bit more. Just reach the people in the community more,
Yeah.
not just so much as the people that live in the community, but the businesses as well.
Yeah.
So
Got you. So within that, one of the things we've been talking about was at this point, starting to make a little noise. People they know who we are and they know that we're there. And I'm sure that at this point, especially when it comes to the trunk or treat, people are probably expecting it. They know that it's going to happen.
yeah.
And I think within the next couple of years, the same will be the case with like the Easter egg hunt.
Hmm.
And we're kind of intentional. So what we don't do is we're not trying to evangelize and save people as they're going through and get candy or eggs. But we've got to do a bit better job of making some additional connections there. So we're going to start having people kind of sign in, and then we'll know who they are, so we can send them, you know,
Oh man.
postcards, emails, whatever it may be, so that we can stay connected to them. So just giving a little bit more detail as far as what are our big outreaches for 25. What we got coming up?
Keeps popping.
Okay, there you go.
It paused.
You paused. You didn't hear me.
Okay.
Yeah, you had a very
Yeah.
serious face on the screen.
I heard.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It paused.
It did pause. You looked like you was mean mugging. It was rough.
No, I'm
No, I asked
I'm smiling on the inside.
what's our outreach events we got planned thus far for the year?
So in April, we
Mhm.
have the Easter egg hunt coming up.
Okay, yeah.
So it's time. I still have a lot of eggs. I still have a
Okay.
lot of them.
Well, we need a lot
But
more.
it's time to start getting that candy in there. I don't want to
Okay.
have to wait until the end of March and start asking for candy. So everybody start bringing your candy.
Okay.
So we have the Easter egg hunt coming up. Of course, we discussed a couple of different things, um, like food trucks. We discussed it. We discussed a carnival like type of thing, but
hmm
we did say something about having to get all types of passes and things. I never went back and revisited that with you,
Yeah.
as far as like the carnival and things like that. So there's a number of things that I have in mind in between
hmm
the Easter egg hunt and the trunk or treat.
Right.
A back to school event.
Yeah.
There's a number, like I said, there's a number of ideas. It's just they're on the table. They're just not fully thought out.
Flushed out. Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
So the big things are the Easter egg hunt and the trunk or treat.
Trunk or candy. We say you have plenty of eggs. Like, are these new eggs or old eggs? We got old eggs or.
These are the eggs from because we had a lot of those plastic eggs.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the eggs from last year.
Okay. Okay. All right. So we just got eggs that need candy put in them.
Yes.
Do we need more eggs or just candy?
We probably will need some more eggs just because
Uh-huh.
a lot of the eggs the kids took, but a lot of the kids were leaving the eggs and taking the candy.
Facts that was happening. They was dropping.
So
They
that's
were
why I
dropping the
have
eggs in
so
the
many.
field. Yeah. They
Yeah,
was
so
putting
that's
the
why I have
candy
so
up.
many eggs, but
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll need more eggs for sure.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. So yeah, we'll start that this weekend asking so that we can go ahead and start and figure it out. Like I said, that way we're not last minute either trying to go
And
out and get stuff.
right, and I'd like to go ahead and start planning to fill the eggs because like I said, I'd like for it to be more planned out
hmm
versus, us doing it last minute. So if we can have the eggs already filled, even if it's a month before,
Yeah.
then we can just focus on getting the eggs out, whatever we plan to do during that time and all of that.
All right, so within the next week, let's sit down and put together a calendar of those things, and we can have like egg filling parties and things like that. So
Okay.
yeah, it'll be a good time. So
Mhm.
awesome. All right, so that's outreach. So that are two big events that we're planning for, and yeah, we'll get back to at least figuring out what to do for back to school, which we'll bring that to you guys as soon as possible. So then there's a new ministry that started. And that's the celebration committee. And
Mhm.
so tell us about the celebration committee, so people
So the
will know.
celebration committee
Mm-hmm.
for me is us coming together and celebrating God.
All right.
We celebrate birthdays, we
Mm-hmm.
celebrate anniversaries, we celebrate Valentine's Day
Yeah.
tomorrow, and
Is that
it
tomorrow?
gives us this it is. It gives us these feelings,
Yeah.
of happiness or all gooey inside and all of that. So the celebration committee for me is just that, to come and celebrate God. So
Mm-hmm.
how we have those same feelings when we think about Christmas and
Mm-hmm.
Valentine's Day and all the other things that we celebrate, we want to bring that to the church.
Okay. Awesome. Now, bringing it to the church, what does that look like? We're celebrating God, but also what are we doing?
Like not last Sunday, but the Sunday before last. There was a celebration.
Yeah. yeah,
So
yeah. Well,
the way that everybody felt
uh
so excited, and they were
yes,
excited to get that word. When you
yeah,
brought that word, everybody was excited for that.
yes,
So
yes.
every Sunday won't be, bubbles and confetti and all
Right,
of
right.
that. But
Yeah,
the goal is to bring that feeling
bring that
of
feelings.
celebration,
Yeah, so
to
they
leave
would.
that, because it's like memorable.
Hmm.
Everybody's gonna still be talking about we were spraying the springers, and
Yeah,
we kept blowing the horn, and Jamel kept
and I kept
laughing.
laughing. It was so funny.
Yeah, it's something to talk about.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
So
rememberable.
yeah, yeah. We wanna, bring some fun and celebration just into the life of the church and just have a good time. I think that it's worth it. I don't think that God saved us to be sad and all that. That we can do this and have fun in Christ, and do things in a way, like you said, that's memorable. People go home, they're still, spirits lifted high and encouraged. And we've got enough going on these days that discourage us. So why not come to
Hmm.
church and be encouraged and have some fun? So
Hmm.
so tell me then, what are some of the ways in which you guys have planned? What were your goals for the celebration committee? How are y'all going to encourage people
So
this year?
one thing that we want to do, we want to connect with other ministries,
Okay.
um, to help them to bring, not so much as bring celebration to their ministries, but help them in whatever kind of way we can help them. Um, Even if that is to bring our over the topness to their ministry, because we like
Oh,
to
over the
everybody that's on
topness.
the ministry is really over the top,
Good.
likes to have a lot of fun. So
Hmm.
just to help with other ministries. um Another thing is, like I was saying in the beginning, just to bring that feeling of celebration. We want to bring back, like, you remember how the old New Horizon 27th and Elliott days,
Hmm.
we would have church, and then we would all go eat,
Yeah.
like, at the church, and have
Yeah.
dinner, and all the mothers and stuff would be serving us the food, or they would we
Uh-huh.
want to bring, like, all of that type of stuff back, like all of those feelings of
Yeah.
fellowship and love and
Absolutely.
all of that. We
Yeah.
had, I don't know if this is one of the ideas that you wanted me to bring up, that I need to bring up, but like having coffee coming in, just different things of making people feel at home and
Yeah.
feel loved.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like it. I like it. Like I said, giving people all the feels that,
Yeah.
those things that made you want to come back and be a part. And the things that I love, I'm hearing that's been consistent, and I appreciate it not only with you but everybody in the ministry. So everything that you're saying is that we want to, both, you know, serve and connect with everybody else. And so
Hmm.
no one ministry is just trying to be, a ministry unto itself. We want to connect with everybody else. Let's bring what we do to everybody else, and let's reach other people. Like, there's always this both internal and external, idea to it, that we are building one another, rising together, but also reaching together, which I think is just one of the
Hmm.
things that's going to help to make us strong, as we continue to do so. And so I love the idea, though, of doing some after church dinners. Now, for us, we didn't have no choice, though, because 27th and Elliott, New Horizon, we had 8:30
I
service.
told them. I
We
told
had
them.
Sunday school. We had 11:30 service, which didn't end till like
Yes.
3:30,
3:30,
and
4 o'clock.
then 3:30,
Then we
four
had church
o'clock,
after that.
and then
Yeah.
and then we had an afternoon service. So really, we had to
Yeah.
eat that meal because and I was talking to Terry about this. We talked about this actually at the Super Bowl party. So TC had brought it up that food in the church is a whole thing, right?
It is.
And you actually knew, when we would because you fellowship with the same churches over and over again, and you
Hmm.
knew the churches that had good food and the
Yes.
churches that didn't have such good food. And if you had to go somewhere and they was going to feed you, you knew either we about to go to KFC before we
Uh-huh.
go there, or we going to eat when we get over there. It's going to be good. It's going to
Yes,
be good. That was
for
kind
sure.
of,
And it's so funny because when we was talking about this, I was like, y'all, we used to like be at church like all day. And they
yeah,
was like, what? Like y'all had afternoon service? Y'all had service after the service that y'all had. When y'all got
yes,
out at 3 o'clock, y'all had
yes,
another service at 5 or 6?
yes,
Yes, we
yes.
did.
At least twice a month. At least twice a
Yes,
month. Yeah.
yes.
All the time. All the time. And so we had to have those dinners because, we were going to be there. And
Another thing we talked about, I'm sorry, I mean to
no, you're
cut you
fine. Go
off.
ahead.
Another thing that we talked about was, is you remember how this was at Soul Center,
Hmm.
how we used to have breakfast in the morning.
Hmm.
We talked
Yeah.
about that also, like maybe having, and none of this is things that we talk about doing all the time. Like we
Right.
don't want to be over the top all the time, but
Right.
just here and there, just put it in there here and there, just so people again can feel that love, can feel that camaraderie, the fellowship, be able to get to know each other because the church is growing.
Yeah.
And I don't, let me see, let me make sure I word this right. I don't want it to become like when I talk to a lot of people, when they come to our church, they say that they appreciated being able to actually speak with the pastor, I mean, shake hands with the pastor, or being able to speak. One person told me that they had members that go to a church. I mean, they had family members that go to a church, but they never see them at church.
Hmm.
Like,
Wow.
so
Yeah.
I pray that we can continue to keep our fellowship at
Gotcha.
least.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, I'm praying that we get big enough that people won't be able to talk to me. That's what. No, I'm joking. I am. I'm joking. I'm being real silly. I'm being real silly. One of the things though that I am, and I don't know what this looks like, is we're going to have at some point in time some type of fellowship space. Uh,
Absolutely.
yeah, and so I don't know what that is. That's a conversation not to be had at the moment, but yeah, just so some of these things we can do where we won't feel like we're restricted. So yeah, because we use that fellowship hall on 27th Street. We work that space, and so
Worked it.
yeah. Yeah, so that's something we have to keep in the back of our pocket so that we can do so more. Um, okay, so you're gonna help to bring the feels and create an environment where people are connected and feel like family and have fun and make
Mm-hmm.
memorable moments. Make memorable
Mm-hmm.
moments. That's what the celebration committee is going to do. And so with the outreach, you're going to go get them, and then with the celebration, you're going to help to give them the feels to help stick around, and
Yeah.
and almost an extension almost of the connections ministry where you guys are helping them to get plugged in a little more. So I can dig it. I can dig it.
So
So
that's why I say the two to me are
mhm.
combined
Okay, okay, I got you. I
to
see
me.
you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I did it first. I got it. They are. They are.
Mm-hmm.
They are. And so, if if somebody, say for instance, wants to connect with either of them, what would you need them to do? How if they get plugged in?
They can either just grab me on Sunday and let
Hmm.
me know.
Yeah.
They can email me. Um,
What are they gonna email
I
you
got
at?
a New Horizon email. I can't remember what it is though.
Y'all got a celebration email, don't you?
Yep.
Y'all don't know. You don't know what it is.
Celebration at my New
At My New
Horizon.
Horizon Church. Yeah, I'll put it
Mm-hmm.
up on the screen. Yeah. So
So they can email me. They can text me.
you don't want to put your phone number out. We're on the internet.
I got a number that I can put on there.
No, we're not gonna put phone numbers up here. Yeah, Lord have
Okay.
mercy. We don't know who's watching, and it's don't
Well, just
disappear.
text the church number and say
Yeah.
it.
Huh? Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. You can text the church text line. Yeah, as
Yeah.
well. So, but yeah. So if you want to connect more, get involved with the Celebration Ministry, you can email them there, or you can text the text line and say, "Plug me into the Celebration team," and we'll make sure that we get you affiliated. So that's good. All right, well, cool. You got anything else that you want to share? You want to talk about? You also
No.
part of the worship team. None of y'all people signed up. None of your leaders signed up to do
Are
the
you
leadership live stream.
serious?
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Oh
No,
my
well,
goodness.
George has to work third shift, so that's I can't
Well, I'll
blame
just
him.
say if you all want to be a part of the praise and worship team, we rehearse on Mondays at 7 p.m.
Mondays
And
is
everyone is welcome. Everyone is welcome. We want to start a choir, but won't enough of y'all show interest.
oh,
So,
look at that.
yes, all of that.
Yeah, I plan on singing more.
Mm.
Okay. Well, listen, that was very encouraging of you. Uh, yeah, it's very encouraging of you. I actually
And
heard
I
my.
love your affirmation cards on your desk. When your camera was all messed up, I seen
Oh,
your
you saw my
affirmation cards.
cards? Yes.
Yes, I love it. They're
Turn
backwards.
around.
I
Yes.
love it.
Yes. Yes. This is what they
I love
gave
it.
out. Gave out Sunday. It was a part.
That was the
The
celebration committee.
celebration committee gave these out,
Yes.
and so that was dope. And yep. So I've been having them on my desk every day. And so
Yes.
that's good. That's good. So I enjoyed it, and I ate all my candy before the
Mm.
fast.
I was getting ready to say you supposed to be fasting.
Before the fast, I ate it all on Sunday. Matter of fact, I ate it before I left the church. It was all gone. Yeah. So, well, cool, cool. All right. Well, I don't think I have anything else. You got anything else?
No,
No.
I don't have anything else. Again,
Okay.
everybody is welcome to outreach. Everyone is welcome to the celebration committee, and everyone is welcome to the praise and worship team. We
Gotcha.
love it.
What's humming in your background?
That's my dog snoring.
Your dog is really.
Yes, that's Luna.
Oh my God. Look.
I didn't think y'all could hear her.
Oh, I've been hearing this for a while.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's been snoring the whole time.
Luda need a CPAP. Luda.
It's most of the time she be having her eyes open.
That's funny. I didn't know what that was. I'm like, is there somebody with a chainsaw outside? Like,
No, that's
what's going
Luna.
on? Okay, Luna.
That is Luna.
God bless your heart, Luna. It sounds good. All right. All right, everybody, we done. We done because we'll sit on here and play, and there's no point in
Yes.
wasting people's time. So, all right, Frida, thank you, everybody, for tuning
You're
in.
welcome.
We're gonna actually
Thank
pick
you
these
for
back up.
trusting me to do
Oh,
this.
no, I appreciate you. Thank you for your hard work and efforts and having fun. I love it so much. And then we'll actually pick these back up next week. We got a couple more people that we got to get in. My wife's been running, so we gonna get her and get in here. So
Her and her
we
best
can get
friend
in.
George.
We get them both up in here.
Hmm.
So we'll catch them next week. But other than that, tomorrow, guys, we have the homegoing services for Deacon Raz Ellis, and so that's visitation at 11, and the funeral starts at 1. And but other than that, we'll see you guys on Sunday. All right, all right,
Bye, everybody.
bye bye.